All right. So allow me to be like super emotional through this, but like the birth of where we are now has taken, it's been like a year and a half in the process of not knowing what this was actually going to be and just holding the tension and trusting like each intuitive move of what the Diamond Light Temple actually wanted to be. And the vision of this one of my meditations is I go on morning drives for like 3 hours and just like drive aimlessly down back roads in southern New Hampshire. And like, yeah, I mean, I see all the animals and all the farms and like all the nature and just like bask in it. It's like it's a high spiritual practice. Um, and one day when I was driving, and this is where my downloads come in, I had the clear vision of opening up a space called the Diamond Light Temple. There's a whole story around how like this work with the diamond frequency like really came into my field, and that's something that like the story is so big that I'm really excited for the revelation, like the reveal of that story over the next year. Okay. Letting more people in, making sure everyone's on mute. Possible. If not, that's totally fine. Yeah, so what we're doing here, so last July, I opened up this space and like the vision for it came in I think like December, maybe January. So it took some time to birth it. And it was really clear that I wanted to one like the program Conscious Menstruation Cyclical Alchemy. As who's done it? Who's like gone through it? Bueno, bueno, bueno. Okay. Everyone needs to get on that shit. Yeah, meditative driving is like the thing. Okay, so Conscious Menstruation Cyclical Alchemy. When I first started my service, that's what I knew I was here to do, was to connect women back into cyclical alchemy, to connect women back into their power and get them out of this linear masculine push hustle energy. And that's where all of the thriving comes in. It's like when we can release all of that, all the conditions that have been put on us, and for insidious reason, but we won't go too conspiratorial in this session because that's not the point. But when we can release that and really settle back into our true nature, the cyclical nature, and learn how to build momentum from that space, because what I also see is a lot of women come back into their cycle alchemy, but don't learn how to build the momentum and are trapped in this cycle, this almost linear cycle, like a circle instead of the spiral up. So this became my passion of like really getting women back into feminine power, feminine magnetism, and leaning back into what is inherently ours. And when we come back to this space, and this is why, okay, my name is Nikki Ananda. Hello and welcome if I haven't met before. I am a mentor for women, entrepreneurial women, specifically on the sacred feminine embodiment path. And really, this became my mission, was to support women in their entrepreneurship, to not have to do the thing that men were doing to have success, and really come back into relaxing deep into self to understand. And this may sound like a little cheesy for a second, but like abundance is our natural state of being. And there's truth in this. Like, this is the frequency that we naturally resonate in. This is what's accessible for us at any given second. And there's the deconditioning, it's the unpacking, it's the remembering of getting ourselves back into that flow. And there's an ebb and flow, there's a give and take. There's a whole body of work that's developed around this, because I desire, I see, I envision, I am part of a movement and leading a movement where women get to be embodied in their wealth and have physical wealth materialize around them for being in their gifts. This is how we create the new earth. This is how we create the new paradigm. This is our mission on planet Earth in 2024 and beyond, 2012 and beyond. But this is really it. Like, this is the soul mission of our times. And it's not small, and it's not something that we're meant to do alone. It's something that we're here to weave and connect and amplify each other up into. We can't do it alone. Like, we can't get the momentum on our own. We have to be working with each other and amplifying each other and supporting each other. It's magic. It's so good. Okay. So yeah, this group started with the Conscious Menstruation and Cyclical Alchemy program. I put this epic program in there, Money Wounds, that please, please, please watch that, especially if you have any hangups around money. And even if you don't, it's like this work, we say it's like how we do one thing is how we do all things, or most things. So even this work that we're talking about around energetics like when I specifically talk about it around money, it's the same that goes for relationship and embodiment. Like this is transferable. And that's the point. So I have the facets of my journey that I've mastered and I am mastering and mastering on that path. Feminine embodiment, cyclical alchemy, money work. Oh my God, to have the freedom to finally feel safe and thriving and building wealth. Like that was my intention for years, and to actually tap that and be in that current. I'm celebrating $100,000 year to date this month. Like this is a big deal. I'm so excited. And it's not even like the what, right? Because anyone can make that money. It's the how. It's the embodiment of it and doing it from a way that's fully in integrity, no weird sneaky sales or putting on pain points, like truly through energetics and magnetism and following my feminine momentum. So there's a piece of this. It's again, like I was in corporate for a period of time. Doing things, having a business, run like a corporate business was never the plan. So I had to figure out this other way to do the thing. And I think I've worked with the best of the best. So it's not just my channel. It's like you get the fusion of all of my mentors' channels and the integration of the embodiment of what I've been living. And there's just so much value that I'm so excited to share and so excited to offer. So now that I'm in this state of overflow, I'm like, I want to fucking give back to this group, and I have the energy to do so. And that's how we generate even more current, even more overflow. The more generously we're able to give, the more our channel opens and the more we can receive. Like this is the work, give everything you've got. So I'm not holding anything back. And there's so many different tiers of ways that people can work with me. And it doesn't, like the quality doesn't matter. Like the money and the quality are not succinct. It's like no matter what, you're getting my best. There's just different price points. There's just activation points, different activation points to play. And that's what this is about. Like I want, it's very important to me, especially someone who financially was like not great for a long time, to have this information, to have this channel be available for people at all different financial spaces. And if you're ready to play fucking big, like that's where we blow shit up, because there's an energetic behind the investment that really creates magic, like really big magic. Okay, so I have so many things. I'm gonna, the way that I want to structure this is, especially if you're on camera, it's going to be easier for me to see, but we're going to do this as like a pop-up Q&A. And this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Typically at the end of my programs, after I close down the recording, we'll all hang out and we'll jam for a bit. Like that's my style. And I fucking love it. So I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to bring in, because we learn so much from each other. Like people are going to ask questions that you didn't even know you had, and you're going to get answers to a question that you didn't even know was the answer to a question, right? So like, this is the magic. This is the field that we're playing in. This is co-creative space. I'm here holding the space, but you're leading it and I'm responding to your energy. And that's like high tier, like what we're doing in mentorship, right? It's like, you come to me, give me all you got, and I'm going to give you everything that I have in respect for the entirety of the space, of course. But this is it. Like there's no holding back. This is all of it. At the end of this call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about a few different things, because there's really exciting, like there's an upgrade to this space that you can get that I made a no-brainer. Like I really made it a no-brainer. And then I have a couple programs coming up. And also on Monday, mark your calendars, but you're going to get an email anyways. Around my birthday in June, I said that I was going to do this class on becoming ageless, because I'm so passionate about beauty and agelessness and all of these things, right? It's like not about resisting age or reversing age, but there's this energy where it just like, we're just ageless. Like there's no number that you can put on it. You can't identify someone's age by looking at them because of their spirit. And then like the way that the light hits us, there's like all of this magic around it. And I fucking love beauty and everything Venusian. So this is a class that I'm giving to the Diamond Light Temple on Monday, and that recording will be up. It's Becoming Ageless. It's going to be amazing. I think it's at 11. It might be 10 a.m. Eastern. You'll get an email and all the things. So that's for everyone. All right, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the membership, and then we're going to dive in, and then I'm going to tell you all the cool things that are coming up too. So what I'm doing, this is a no-brainer. So these calls live, everybody in the Diamond Light Temple is here. Like you can come to these calls live no matter what. The recording is only going to be for people who are actually inside of the membership. So the live energy is here for everyone. And I want to incentivize you to come on live because clearly there is a pulse, there is a magic when we're in this live energy together. Recordings are so powerful and there's so much convenience. And like even listening to things kind of in the background while we're painting murals or whatever it is that we're doing, there's power in that transmission too. But there's a really deep magic when we're here and the electricity and like the nervous energy comes up or the heat comes in your cheeks, like all of this embodied alchemy that's present in the live energy, like this is where the transformation happens. And I want to give you transformation. Peyton is painting a mural right now. But yeah, I want like that is my work, right? Like I want to be a catalyst. I want to be catalyzing you to someone. Oh, I gotta mute you. Where are you muted? Oh my God, too many people. Ah, where is this coming from? Looks like everyone's muted. I'm so confused. Technical difficulties. We found it. Found the culprit. Okay. um, live energy, heat in the cheeks, weird technological things that happen. It's like we're all here together co-creating the space. Yes, recordings are valuable on a whole different level, but there's a magic, especially for these group coaching sessions and the Q&A session. I want to incentivize you to come on live. So this is what we're doing. Everyone who makes it live onto these calls is going to enter a raffle to get a 20 to 30 minute breakthrough call where we focus, we find a target area of something, whether it's in your business, your relationship, your embodiment, your sexuality, whatever the fuck it is, and we blow that shit up. So every month that you come to these calls, if I have your email address, so that's the requirement. The qualification is that you're on the email list and you send me an email saying I was here, then you enter the raffle. So the up level, the upgrade to the space is a membership called Priestess. And what we are doing with Priestess, so it's honestly a no-brainer. So you get the recordings of these calls and you'll get like all of them, like you'll have an archive of this. And like I said, even if you're not the one asking the question, trust that there's an answer in the question that's being asked, that's for you. Like we're here with beginner's ears, knowing that this is a co-creative experience, even if you're watching the recording, because time isn't linear and time collapses. Everything that's being spoken is for you, and listen that way, like listen in your heart, like this space is for you. You're here, you've invested your energy, open up, like you're here to receive. This whole thing is built on the frequency of abundance. So the Priestess membership is $55 a month. And what you're going to get at all these recordings, plus a bonus class, training, transmission, a whole archive, an arsenal is going to be built and the Diamond Light Temple on trainings and activations and embodiment practices all around entrepreneurship, sacred sexuality, the money work. It's just going to be part of the exclusivity of the Priestess membership. So I really want to make this a no-brainer, having so much abundance built on abundance. And then there's some other things that I'm going to say, like other ways that these play on the feminine momentum bundle that we're in the middle of right now. That's just fucking blowing shit up. We just finished the program Conviction and like so next level, so fucking next level. We have a lot of conviction girls in here. So yeah. All right. So let's dive in. This is what we're doing. So we're going to do hot seat. We're going to do Q&A. Let me look at my notes. Oh, I want to tell you a major upgrade that I did too. So I want to always be modeling how to do body-based business and aligned business and find that effortless flow. Like this is really important. Watch everything I do, watch how I sell, watch how I send out emails, pay attention if you're on the business path, if you're on the entrepreneurial path. Everything I'm doing is a modeling. I'm moving like you're watching. So watch and take everything that works for you and leave what doesn't. That's what's most important. Try things on and toss what doesn't. So one of the things that up-leveled my life is I used to write down all of my notes by hand. I would put them in my phone and then write them down by hand. That would take an extra hour of my time. I don't even fucking do that anymore. I just keep them to the side of the Zoom screen and everyone's fucking happy. So let me check my notes for a second, make sure we're good to go. And we are going to dive in. Everything feminine embodiment, sacred sexuality, body-based business, money, entrepreneurship. Becoming Ageless on Monday, 11 a.m. That's in the notes, so mark your calendar. The replay will be posted. So that's not part of the Priestess membership. Like that's just for the Diamond Light Temple. The Priestess membership, what we're going to do, our first class is going to be next Friday, and it's on embodied energetics. This is really important. Like energetics is something that we talk about a lot in the feminine entrepreneurial spaces, but a lot of times people get really heady with this information and don't understand the actual embodiment of it. So this class on embodied energetics, like we're going to be going through practices so you can actually feel how these currents move through your body, move through your system to keep yourself in actual energetic alignment, not questioning or thinking, is this aligned? Am I aligned? I feel like I'm aligned, but nothing's happy. Like I want to like lift the veil and give you the clarity of what it is to be embodied in energetics. So this is going to be like high level. The other thing with the membership, so I'll lead with this. Like, first of all, this class itself, like this class could sell for $200. This class could sell for $500. Like the value of what it is to understand embodied energetics, like this is how I built my business. Like this is it. Like all based upon these energetics and working with them. I can't believe it. Oh my God. I'm just like, all right, I'm blissing out. Celebration is such like a big part of this. And the fact that I crossed 6 figures in August is like blowing my fucking mind. Like this is like incredible. All right. Celebration. All right. So all through energetics, like this is the thing. And celebration is part of the energetics. So when these waves come in, we have to amplify it. So watch what I'm doing, take the lead, right? So yeah, so this class is going to be next Friday. It's part of the Priestess membership. Again, no brainer. The thing with the membership is you have to commit to at least 3 months. So there's no coming in for 1 month and pulling out. It's coming in for the 3 months. And I have pay in full discounts as well if you sign up for 3 months or if you sign up for a year. And again, like the archive, the arsenal that we're going to be building is like so fucking good. So fucking good. Starting with embodied energetics. Fuck yes. Okay. So